Neglected trees develop several problems that you need to address to restore the tree to good health. With such higher branch density, the airflow is reduced inside the tree. Water sprouts, that is, vigorous and productive vertical branches, grow everywhere, and old wood can develop diseases. Pruning should also be used to control branch growth and avoid heavy fruit loads that can cause branch breaks and further problems. Start by removing all branches in the center of the tree to allow airflow and sunlight. Remove all vigorous upright growth, like these water sprouts. Cut branches with signs of disease, dead or damaged in any way. Remove all branches that are too low and any rootstock suckers growth. Remove branches that are crossing and clear areas that are too dense. Be sure to cut the branches at an angle to minimize the possibility of rainwater damage. Using loppers and secateurs, refine your pruning. To know more about the basic pruning techniques I am using, check the final chapter of this video for more information and detailed examples. You can also check the channel for other videos on basic pruning techniques applied to several other types of fruit trees. Don't feel the need to finish the pruning job in one go. You can always refine pruning in the summer or complete it next year to avoid overwhelming the tree. I am in a very humid area with lots of rain, so with these damaged old trees, I still feel the need to cover larger wounds. Here I am using a thin layer of a resin-based pruning paste. However, recent studies don't recommend using heavy covering materials, as these don't let the wounds breathe and heal properly. It's probably a good idea to avoid using tar-based pruning pastes. The finished job. Here's how the tree looks before and after pruning. As I said, more could be done, but I will leave it for next year. In the first year, with this type of heavy pruning, most trees will not flower and produce fruits as usual. In fact, that is not recommended, as an older tree can fully deplete its reserves and may even die if that happens. Give the tree time to recover and grow by thinning excessive fruit loads. The second month after pruning. The tree is growing nicely. I have even allowed a few fruits to develop. The following years, the tree will regain its former vigor and normal production will follow. Here's the tree flowering normally in March of 2021. Plums that are grafted in wild plum rootstock, like this one, have a tendency to be very vigorous and produce lots of unwanted water sprouts. Keeping them in check is the main job of every winter maintenance pruning. This will keep the tree small and manageable with all the fruits at arm's reach. However, if you can't cut the water sprouts at the base, there is a tendency for them to form a cluster that keeps increasing their number every year. If you remove these clusters flush by using a handsaw, the problem will be reduced. Just be sure to avoid cutting too deep, or you might end up damaging the branch. Here's another example. Another neglected old plum tree. I am basically doing the same type of pruning as the first one. Branches which are diseased, dead or damaged, too low, inside the tree or crossing, as well as water sprouts and suckers, are all removed. I'm using a thinning technique to reduce the number of branches in the tree. With longer and taller branches, I use a heading technique to reduce the height of the branches, always trying to cut near a bud that it's facing in the desired direction. Usually, longer branches are headed to an outside facing bud. Here's how the tree looks before and after pruning. To achieve the desired shape, in this case an open vase, it's necessary to remove all the branches that grow to the inside of the tree. Remove all vigorous upright growth, like these water sprouts. Lower branches are also removed, so maintenance of the tree can be easier. Lower hanging branches can reach the ground with the weight of the fruits, which is undesirable. Furthermore, they are usually shaded by other branches, resulting in fruits of lower quality and size. Suckers should also be swiftly removed, as they grow from the rootstock and are in direct competition with the tree's root system. Dead, older, unproductive wood, or wood with signs of disease, should also be removed to help maintain the tree's health. Be sure to disinfect your tools after cutting a branch that seems diseased. Even if disease is not evident, it's always a good practice to disinfect your pruning tools between trees. Branches that cross each other should be removed completely or reduced in height by heading. Leave only the branches that are in the best position for the desired tree shape. Too many branches will compete with each other and will result in many small quality fruits. Thinning techniques are used to reduce the number of branches. This will help to produce a more balanced tree form. Cut the undesired branches at the base until you achieve the desired branch density in each area. A tree should be maintained at the desired height by heading the taller branches. The usual heading technique cuts the branch near a lower, well-positioned bud. This bud will grow in the direction it's pointing, so select it wisely. Heading will also free the lower buds, below the cut, from the apical dominance of the branch tip. This will lead to more branching, with the growth of several secondary branches, increasing the production areas. Heading can also be performed to reduce vigor, by heading to a weaker lateral branch. If you enjoy my work, like, subscribe, share the video and leave a comment. Click the bell and turn on notifications on your device so you don't miss my next videos. Thanks for watching.